Hello, and welcome back to Splatoon. Today, we begin Area 4. So, first of all, let's find the stuff. Finding the stuff is the important part, so that we can then do the stuff. Hooray. That is an obvious thing that I just said, mostly. There's the boss kettle. So, as I probably said before, things get a little bit harder to find in the overworld. It becomes like a puzzle of some sort. Also, it gets rather, complicated, which I guess is basically just saying the same thing that I already said. But, you know. Many places to go, many things to find in this structure that is going on. So that's 3, right? Yeah, that's 3. So there's 3 levels to find remaining. Where could they be? Probably somewhere in this area somewhere. That's like the point. Yep. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I mean, of course, hopefully. Because if it did, that would be annoying. 4. You know, it is possible that I could have, like, figured out where everything was beforehand. But who does that? No fire, no water, no electricity, says this sign that I never bothered to look at, really. Are there any that are just, like, obvious? On the ground level, if you will. I don't know why I said if you will there. Ah, there's one. So there's one missing, yes? I don't know why that jump is so difficult. Well, not really difficult, but... Ah, and there's the last one. That wasn't bad after all! Let's just do this first. Spin to win! Haha, that's like a joke! Propellers and stuff. So, if you remember correctly, previously on Splatoon, Captain Cuttlefish is dead. No, he was just mysteriously gone. So you might notice that we don't really have anyone talking to us at the moment. Which I suppose is a logical thing to happen if the person who was talking to you all the time is suddenly not there. The logical thing is for them to not talk to you because they're not there. There's no reason to elaborate on that, but I'm doing it anyway. Anyway, we've seen propellers before, yeah, but this level is an elaboration on that theme. What more can we do with propellers? The game asks. Well, what I can't do with propellers is hit them from over here, apparently. But do I really need to? I think I do, actually. I think there's something important. This This is as far as they extend outward. Is there... maybe I don't need to. It makes it look like you might be able to get up there, but I don't think you can. It's been a little while since I did all of these levels, so that's my excuse. Hey look, it's Aqua Balls for some reason. That really didn't help me that much, raising the platforms like that. Oh well. It's the thought that counts or something. So, yes, elaboration on what you can do with propellers. That's the theme of this level. There's some armor. Maybe I'm just speaking the obvious to fill in for Captain Cuttlefish and his absence. Let's go with that. Three of those guys at once is a little bit dangerous, but it looks like I managed. Hey look, more armor. I think this is the first time we've had, like, the maximum armor stack. Check out those fishing poles? Don't know what the deal with that is. It's not that effective to shoot that from down there. This one goes out a while. For whatever reason. Get back out there. I think you can make this jump. Yep, there we go. Scrolls around here somewhere, I think. And look, there's even more armor. Not that I can use it at all, since I'm already at maximum armor. It doesn't seem to do anything. We raise this all the way up. It doesn't do anything immediately obvious, but you know. Ah, I know where this scroll is, I think. It's closer to the end of the level than I keep thinking it is. That's the thing with the scrolls, is that I don't remember exactly where all of them are. And so, just like the first time I played, levels are like, oh god, where's the scroll? Gotta make sure I don't miss the scroll. Look everywhere. Look literally everywhere. I think there's a hole there. That's not a good idea. I was an intelligent individual in the last several seconds of this thing that just happened. I wasn't thinking ahead, I was thinking backwards. Anyway. The scroll is right there. Gotta hit that thing with the thing. Ah. There we go. That's the only purpose of that hole. For some reason, I was convinced that there was something else there. But there's nothing. This part tries to look more threatening than it actually is. I mean, you have to act quickly to get up here, I guess. But... Can I get this pushed out a little more? How much does... Huh. Those don't work at all. That's interesting. So, this jump is scary. Let's not die. Okay. Okay. Not as bad as it looks, maybe. Not as bad as that sound effect would have you believe. And there's the final checkpoint. Now that we have the scroll, we don't have to worry about exploring the last 2 seconds of the level. But yeah. Oh. Might as well just use the bubbler and make it simple. Hey, look, it's one of those kelp heads. It was mentioned in some sunken scroll previously that high-ranking Octolings have kelp on their head. And, I don't know if we've actually seen that up until this point, but, hey look, there's fans. They don't really serve much purpose here other than to confuse the Octoling AI. The end. Check out that wriggling zapfish. Crackling noises, upside down. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? You're holding that upside down. Oh, Agent 1 of the new Squidbeaks platoon reporting in. Agent 2 also reporting in. We got an SOS from Captain Cuttlefish. He's not dead. Are you Agent 3? Don't worry, we're your new support team. Yep, we're taking over for the captain. Well, we're gonna try. But we gotta hurry, or the captain is as good as sushi. Let's roll, Agent 3. Hey, look, it's Agents 1 and 2. As they said, they are our new support team. Before the Great Turf War, there were amicable relations between the Inklings and the Octarians. They couldn't have dreamed that rising sea levels would force them to battle fiercely over the remaining territory. Looks like Captain Cuttlefish and some other guy. Perhaps. Oh, I did the levels in order. Okay. I didn't intend to do that necessarily, but it happened. Let's rescue Captain Cuttlefish and the Great Zapfish. Yeah, that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? But, yeah, since you can do any of the levels in whatever the heck order you feel like, if you do one of the other levels in this world first, Agents 1 and 2 still show up to start being your support team after the level. Which means that in the level we just did, there are support things that they can say to you that they didn't because they weren't there yet. It's probably not worth redoing the level just to see that, but just for your own personal knowledge, that is the thing that happens. Time for a new gimmick instead of a revisiting of an old one. Well, a new enemy type at least. Hey, it's the nice color again. Or maybe this is a slightly different blue than the Invisible Avenues one. I'm not sure. Isn't that an Octo Sniper? Well, yes, it is. As you might imagine, an Octo Sniper is a sniper. It is also an Octo. If they see you, they home in on you and fire. You know, like a sniper would. There's not really a lot to explain about that. There was a fence there. It's still there, but I'm gone now. That's still an Octo Sniper. Alright, let's try that again. But wait, I'm distracted by this square fruit. At least Octo Snipers are very forgetful and easily confused. That doesn't really help much. And once you're actually in range of them, they die just as easily as most of the enemies. Smooth moves! This ain't WarioWare. Agent 1. Relax, please. And hey, Agent 1 and 2, why are you just the support team instead of doing anything useful? Anyway. Yeah. Be careful! Well, yes. I know. And hey, look, it's that moving platforms gimmick again. I think it's a little unfair to call everything in level design a gimmick, I guess, but... You don't even need Ninja Squid abilities to make these guys lost. Ninja Squid being a multiplayer ability that recently got slightly nerfed. Take a breather behind that wall. Does this really qualify as a wall? It's 2 wooden posts. 2. Also, hey look, there's a grating! Oh man, that scroll sure was secret. Well, okay, it's more like rope than grating. Thankfully, they're not, like, very good at tracking moving targets, either. Hey, how's it going? Booyah. Did you know that in multiplayer, the 2 voice commands that you can give your team in the US release, or the North American version, are "come on" and "booyah"? But in other versions, they are different. I forget exactly what they are, so this fun fact has been rendered less fun. I think in the EU version, it's like something in "come on" is like "to me" or something like that. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Hey, look, there's a squeegee. Squeegees are awful. Thankfully, this sniper is also pretty awful. Yes, thank you, Agent 1. You definitely need a replacement for Cuttlefish to speak the obvious for you. Otherwise, the game is just too impossible to understand. Okay, let's be honest, I probably needed an NPC to replace Cuttlefish so that I had something to make fun of instead of pointing out the obvious myself. So I guess it works out. These snipers also work kind of like charger weapons do in multiplayer. They cover their entire line of fire with ink, but only like the end of it actually hurts anybody. Yayer! Who says yayer? I don't know, but I think actually more people probably should. Let's all start saying yayer. That fish is totally up there. It's true. Good job aiming. They're almost as bad with their sniper rifles as I am with sniper rifles in multiplayer. Almost. But not quite. And there's old Zapfish. What's our history lesson for today, agents? These 2 cousins from Calamari County won Inkopolis' first annual youth folk singing contest. Their remarkable voices earned them a standing ovation from all present, and catapulted them into the spotlight. Pretty clearly, Callie and Marie from the Inkopolis News. They're pretty important. They also share color schemes with some other NPCs that we've just met. You know, you're pretty alright, Agent 3. Thanks, Agent 2. That's totally your real name. Why am I using this... just teleport, you doofus. Alright, time to do things out of order. Ha! Take that, order. Welcome to Urchin Underpass. It sorta resembles that tutorial map we've kept seeing. But this is yet another multiplayer map. Oh, Snippy Snaps! It's an Octo Striker! Yeah, you're telling me how to play this sort of level that I've encountered several times already. Excuse me while I instinctively take a multiplayer inking route through the level. Gotta go over here and ink all this, because no one inks the freaking base sometimes, and I don't know why. Don't swim towards that. Swim away from that. Speaking of inking the base and ink strikes, hey, multiplayer tip. It's not really helpful to ink strike the enemy base. It doesn't really accomplish anything. It's so easy to clean. That's a lot of power eggs. Ugh. Yeah, I don't need the ink suit, but I'll let them have it. They're all kind of strategically positioned to not be very good at strategy. What the heck is with that paragraph that somebody posted to the Miiverse? No one has time to read in this game. I think the scroll is just over here. I mean, that looks pretty suspicious, doesn't it? Oh man, and there's like a guy. Yeah, there it is. Can't quite squeeze through that. Normally that blockade wouldn't be there, of course. That's the primary side route for getting through. Nice one, bucko. Agent 2 is pretty good at impressions. Am I right? Not Marie. Not Callie and Marie. Nope. Definitely, certainly, absolutely not either of those celebrities. Nope. No way. Hitter. Octo Striker. How are you doing? Good. That's how you're doing. Thank you for installing the ease of use destroying you rails into your boss fight arena. I appreciate it. That could have been more dynamic, but I suck. Hey, bonus for armor and a super weapon left over at the end. What's our lesson for today? What is this? It looks just like the proprietor of that shoe shop, not shown in this LP. Could there have been an ancient creature that consumed prawns as food? A terrifying thought indeed. Check out that tempura. It's time to do some damage, as they say. At this rate, you'll save the great Zapfish in no time. It'll take about, let's see, 3 more episodes. And speaking of that, we've done half of this world so far, so until next time, if you like my stuff, please support it in various ways that are available to you, if you want, or don't. But more importantly, stay fresh!